Looking forward to watching number 3 get after it tonight. It'll be interesting to see how Hopkins chooses to defend him.
Here we go. Opening face-off. Naruski and Arceri, and we are underway. Naruski wins it right down the middle of the box. Cross box pass here. Shot for the upper corner. Goes wide here as Hopkins with Joey Epstein firing the initial shot. Not wasting any time, getting a shot away. 11 seconds into this one.
A week ago, Hopkins had Maryland on the ropes, and Logan Wisnauskas and Jared Bernhardt, two of the best players, not only in the conference, but in the country and in college lacrosse, but looked like Marcel brained him. We're gonna see Marcel come out. He just trying to make a play on the ball. Draws the flag. Marcel looks good so far. He's made a couple really nice saves, and watch him soak up that one from O'Keefe. Ryan Darby, last year, or excuse me, 2019 starter. And it was a starter last year in the abbreviated season between the pipes. And rudely welcomed.
Yes, sirs. The senior from Plano, Texas has no answer there as the Nittany Lions jump on top 1-0. So the penalty by Marcel comes back to hurt as Penn State gets on the board first.
Goalies are not a protected species when they commit a personal foul, and that's what that was. So that's why Marcel had to serve his own penalty. Good ball movement, not good defensive rotation by the Blue Jays. And a beautiful shot.
Nothing to test Fyock as of yet. Left alleyway dodge. Give it up here. DeSimone. Back to the point, dodging into the middle here. Good shot and a goal. Johns Hopkins on this goal by Cole Williams. With 19 on the shot clock. Great dodge from the wing, and he ties it up at 1.
Hopkins has come out very aggressive on the offense. This play is made by the skip pass. Switching the field, getting it to the weak side. Right here, look at the vision. DeSimone finds Williams, his defender. Not a bad approach, but Williams uses a nicely timed dodge to use the leverage of the defender against him. He gets to the middle of the frustration with this season, the injuries, the COVID protocols, but he's so thankful to have an opportunity not only to be in the Big Ten tournament, but to have a home game here on their Panzer turf.
Extra man opportunity here. Here's O'Keefe. Laser! Oh my! You become the leading goal scorer in NCAA history because you have an Arsenal mark, and that's as good as it gets right there. Low to high, and Penn State takes a 2-1 lead.
Too many men on the field is the call against Johns Hopkins. They had 7 men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black jerseys, so just a substitution error by Johns Hopkins. And you can't let Mac O'Keefe, we talk about it, the farther he gets away from the goal, pew, with shutting off number 3 in white, and see how the Penn State offense responds.
Keep it moving here, O'Keefe. Shot clock at 30. Malone, they're going to dodge from behind the goal. Nice pass in front, and a goal. Jack Kelly puts it home on a beauty of a feed by TJ Malone. It's Penn State 3 and Johns Hopkins 1.
The cupboard is not bare by any stretch of the imagination, and the guy who took over the offense for Grant Ament is number 7, TJ Malone. Fake the 2-man game behind the cage. The pick goes away. So I think the communication right here, Reinson and number 87 in black was anti-ground ball, had some leverage. I thought that could have been a play-on situation to continue the momentum down the field. Instead, a little bit of a break gave the Penn State defense a chance to reset.
Shots so far are 11-5 Penn State. Shot there, and it is in. Delayed reaction from the officials. It went in, hit just inside the post, and came right back out. But it's a goal for the Blue Jays here at the 3:06 mark. Sometimes just throw it up there and see what happens is Peshko. Brings the Blue Jays within one.
I think Peshko fooled everybody at Panzer Stadium. Fayok, the goaltender, the referees, watch him. Not much, and it's off his back.
3-2, 2 minutes to go here. And the good thing for Hopkins, Mark, last week could have really been a dagger to their season emotionally with the way that game ended against Maryland. They've showed good emotion and good aggression here in this first quarter up here on the road.
I agree.
Here's Degnon. He fires and scores. Man, that net is tight. Maybe it's a new net.
They have the women's tournament going on here as well, and there have been a ton of goals, so that net should be nice and loose.
That ball is coming out there quickly.
But I think that this speaks to the shooting prowess of Garret Degnon, and this is a guy who's been a real bright spot in a season, playing with a lot of energy throughout the year. They did it against Maryland. Okay, you know, if you're Hopkins, you should get up for Maryland. I think there was a question mark of how this Blue Jay team would respond after that really, really tough loss, and I think we have our answer.
Inside, Williams takes the feed from Epstein. And from 3-1 down to 4-3 up with 1:02 to go here in the first quarter as the Blue Jays go on top.
When Johns Hopkins lost to Penn State a couple weeks back here in State College, they got zoned to death. And Hopkins had no answers for this Penn State zone. Now they do. A little bit of motion. And you can see number 41 for the Penn State Nittany Lions was saying that the second man was back. But again, you're only offsides in lacrosse. And this is a good news for parents that like to yell offsides at games. It's 7 forward. 7 forward means offsides. 8 forward, you got a real problem.
Inside, Jack Kelly puts it home, and the Nittany Lions get even at 4. And again, Mark, it's an EMO tally and terrific execution here by Penn State.
Lethal. This extra man offense right now for Penn State has been lethal. Jack Kelly, a guy who's been a little quiet this season. He's battled some injuries. Nothing really fancy, just good motion on the perimeter. And you get Hopkins just a little too comfortable. I mean, when O'Keefe has the ball and he lowers it like that.
On the shot clock behind the goal. As the short stick matchup. Kelly sets the pick. Pass gets knocked down in front. Blue Jays with the intercept. Here they come in transition. Right down the middle of the box, right on the crease, back to the perimeter. Shot here, bounce shot. And yes, they score. DeSimone bounces it home. He had to wait for the referee to make the decision. You could hear Market hit the crossbar underneath the pipe. The official comes in and rules it a good goal, and Johns Hopkins regains the lead 5-4.
High bouncers will go tonight here at Panzer. All aboard the Zinn Express. Woo woo. Watch out. Runs his man over. This is what Hopkins fans have been waiting for out of Evan Zinn. Playing with authority, playing with confidence. Love the inside out feed of Joey Epstein. And watch this, just Friday Night Lights. I'm not sure if it was at an Applebee's or a Chili's, but there was a coin flip to decide who was going to be 5, who was going to be 6, and Michigan had to go to the shoe and take care of business. Hopkins a little closer to home at Panzer.
Bounce pass here, crank shot, and a goal. Casey McDermott doesn't miss the target, and Hopkins takes the 6-4 lead with 6:06 to go in the second.
Was that Chris Paul, or was that Brendan Grimes with the sweet bounce pass? This was intentional, folks. DeSimone breaks the defense down. Oh, excuse me, that was DeSimone. Number 3, I thought it was number 9, but watch this, boom! Through the lane.
No doubt the difference in this game right now, Blue Jays executing 6-on-6 and Penn State unable to do so. Degnon ducks inside nicely, doesn't have an angle. He'll try it anyway, and he scores! No angle, I've got an angle. Great job with that left-handed shot by Garret Degnon, the junior. out of my hometown, Harwood, Maryland. Puts it home with 4:01 to go here in the second period. And Hopkins extends the lead to 7-4. Jeff Tambroni and company right now defensively looking for some answers.
The Harwood howitzer. How about that? Little fake inside, no angle. I'm not sure. Fayok, again, may have been unexpected on this one. Defender falls down. Fayok is still.
Clock at 22. Looks back to take a look. Scoreboard at only one end of the field. Behind him. Heads into the box. In the right alleyway. Behind the goal. DeSimone. DeSimone with 10. Looking a crank shot away. Here score! Joey Epstein. Picture perfect execution by Johns Hopkins. Out of the timeout. Epstein gets the wide open shot. And Hopkins leads at 8-4.
Couldn't have asked for anything better if you are the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. Take a look at the game clock versus the shot clock. I mean, this is what creates offense. When you have a midi that can dodge down the alley, create a slide, get the ball to X, switch fields, and then DeSimone carries it up and
from the corner with the dodge. Resets, comes inside. Wanted to pass it across the crease and line, knocked it down. He was trying to throw it to the far side for Kelly. Here comes Hopkins in transition. Angelus right to the goal! And he stuffs it home up high. And Hopkins extends the lead to 9-4 as Jacob Angelus, the sophomore out of Chantilly, and Paul the sixth. Unstopped, Mark, the most important guy, the man with the ball, and nobody stopped him.
The speed and the confidence of Angelus is off the charts on this run out. Bad decision by Trainer. Not an easy pass to make. And then look at Angelus. I'm to your left, I'm to your left. And then just continues with a head of steam. Right down College.
DeSimone, sprint from the corner. Shot clock at 5. And they're just gonna end up having a, here's DeSimone, he's gonna try it. He's gonna get the shot off from a tough angle. Fayok able to get it behind him. Good job by DeSimone to get that away before the buzzer sounds. Buzzer seems to be slightly behind the clock when it gets to 0.
I'd agree.
Middle of the field, nice pass here. Haas comes down and scores! Big goal for Penn State. Grant Haas, the sophomore, and a Palmyra, PA, gets the Nittany Lions a badly needed tally. They stop the Hopkins run at 8-1. It's Hopkins 9 and Penn State 5.
Transition has been in short supply for Penn State. Angelus scores the transition goal for Hopkins, and now watch Haas. Just sees the opening, sees the middle of the field. No one's going to pick me up.
Peter Milliman told us, Mark, that they had to win between the restraining lines. Grimes just outside of it. Gets it to Peshko. They'll keep it moving. DeSimone from behind the goal. Look at a tough angle shot. He bounces it home. Connor DeSimone, the senior out of St. James, New York, gets it right back. It's Hopkins 10 and Penn State 5.
It looks like Penn State was in some semblance of a zone. They had their shorties down at goal line extended. And DeSimone recognizes this. Actually, they were in a zone, but then Nostrand goes down, and you just got to get more of a touch on an attackman that has a head of steam coming up field. Little flat-footed was not.
But Williams is there to rescue. Degnon back to the middle of the box. Shot clock at 19.
Yeah, this is where Williams just can't dance with the ball for 6-7 seconds.
Angelus finds Degnon. Another long-range bomb from Garret Degnon. And Hopkins leads 11-5 with 4:33 to go here in the third quarter.
It has been a long, frustrating year for Hopkins and Blue Jay Nation. But so far here tonight, things cannot be going any better for the boys from Baltimore. Little two-man game. And there you see 2 defenders go to 1. Best goalie in the conference this season. That is a team that is going to turn a lot of heads, and they're incredibly fun to watch. And that's a team that definitely would benefit the NCAA tournament.
Ranked number 5 right now, the USILA top 5. Shot clock at 5. Nice cut by Grimes! Great find from Connor DeSimone as Grimes puts it home. Right down the huge cavity in the Penn State defense. And Hopkins right now is rolling 12-5 with 2:19 to go here in the third.
2 freshmen that Peter Milliman said have made tremendous strides this year. Brett Martin and then Brendan Grimes. His maturation has been a little more incremental. But look at the big lefty cut down the heart of this Penn State defense. This is a kid who can play midfield. This Penn State team is built. It's not the microwave offense that we've got accustomed to seeing when Grant Ament was running the show. They're more methodical, chipping away. That's what they did against Michigan. That's what they did against Ohio State. But they've just got to get something going.
Inside, O'Keefe does just that as he takes the feed from Malone on the crease and puts it home. It's Hopkins 12 and Penn State 6.
Really good offense from Penn State to create this opportunity. TJ Malone is the conductor, and you're just going to see him push an edge and watch O'Keefe fake the pick. And you have a shorty on O'Keefe, you're already a little nervous. Which way is he going? And just a little backdoor cut. Beautiful out and having success here so far today.
We talked about the way last week ended. Could go one of 2 ways. Either give you confidence that you played that well for 58 minutes against the nation's #1, or it can destroy you mentally. Here's Malone getting inside, and he's trying to start the comeback. Nice inverted roll to the inside, and Malone on the board. It's Hopkins 12 and Penn State 7.
Penn State using a little bit more pick action here in the second half. O'Keefe was on a shorty in the form of Brett Martin. And that looked to cross up this Penn State defense a little bit. But TJ Malone, I mean, this guy, he's not going to go quietly. Malone uses the pick set by O'Keefe. Reinson just gets a little over-aggressive. Nice job by Malone. Watch right here. Uses the weight and the momentum of Reinson.
Just so they can practice, let alone play a game.
And it's a year unlike any other, where road trips, locker rooms aren't being used. Nice save by Marcial.
He denies Kelly there. Rebound, top of the crease available, picked up by the Blue Jays. And we're going to have a penalty coming up against Penn State. Reinson down the middle of the field. Long pole, feeds right on the crease. Shot, score! DeSimone. Nice pass from Reinson in transition. And DeSimone puts it up high. And the lead goes back to 6 for the Blue Jays. 13-7 with 13 to go here in State College.
Well, this is going to be a man-up face-off for the Blue Jays, as Penn State being hit with a slash penalty. But it's transition. Zinn gets it up. Reinson leading the break. And look at that nice skip pass. I mean, that's a nifty skip pass from a long pole. After the save, you can see Kelly right there with the check on. We're right there by O'Keefe. 10:40 left to go in the contest. Value your possessions. Don't get completely out of your rhythm, but be a little bit more judicious and careful with your activity.
Play more for shot quality here if you want. Shot clock at 10. Williams. Oh, beautiful physical move. He comes in and scores. Cole Williams, just using that 6'5", 215-pound frame like a football player, delivers the blow and then enhances the blow with a goal on top of it. It's 14-7.
Not so sure Jeff Tambroni can believe what he just saw. But watch Williams. I mean, just runs his man over. Plain and simple. Lowers his shoulder. Not a ward, because if things would have ended as is, Michigan would not have made the tournament, right?
And Norwood Hopkins.
And they won today. Hopkins wouldn't have made the tournament. and they're on their way to a victory. So I think it's just cool to give these kids the extra opportunities.
Go hits the crossbar, goes high in the air. Williams fielding it like it had 4.9 hang time. Williams, unsettled play, goes open! And now he closes the deal for Johns Hopkins. Cole Williams with his 4th of the day. He makes it 15-7 for the Columbia Blue and Black.
Cole Williams is having himself a day. The way he corralled the infield fly rule right here is in effect. This thing was into the Panzer sky. And look at the Gold Glover, making sure he's not a piñata when he gets the ball down. Knies jumps out of the goal to try to create, has to get back into his cage. Cole Williams makes the play. Hopkins is just dominating.
Blue Jays by 8 on the Big Ten Network. And you mentioned it, Marcio, his play energizing the defense, but the defense, the close defense has been outstanding today. Most of those shots have come from the perimeter, and when they have it, Marcio has had the answers. And Johns Hopkins, the number 6 seed, comes to Penn State and knocks off the number 3 Nittany Lions 15.